What's going on, everybody? And it is Saturday, April 1st, April Fool's Day, and I'm live because I feel like it. I'm sitting here doing stuff, and I was getting ready. I'm waiting for my wife to bring me lunch because she's got to bring the dogs to the groomer. And I figured I'd go live. Yesterday, you may or may not know, there are a tremendous amount of tornadoes throughout the Midwest. Tornadoes in everywhere. Arkansas, Indiana, Louisiana. I think up in Iowa there were tornadoes as well. There is some footage. Now I can't show a lot of it because it's all, the way they do it, it's all copyrighted. But this is just some of the devastation from some of the tornadoes that have taken place. And you got to think too, the tornadoes that have touched down in the past 7 days, we've had some very serious tornadoes. In fact, I believe President Biden yesterday was in Rolling Fork yesterday, and you may not know this because he thought he was in Rolling Stone. Yeah, and I'm not even kidding. He literally thought, he said, we'll build back Rolling Stone. But yesterday in Little Rock, Arkansas, that was the scene there in Little Rock with a huge tornado. And a lot of the streaming, a lot of the people that do all the streaming storm chasers, they all were covering it yesterday as well. Someone said audio is bad. Oh, no. Oh, of course. There's always something going on. Is the audio really bad? I could try and see. Is the audio bad? Hold on. Let me try to fix it. Someone said the mic's hot. What? Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, so let me try to figure out how I can fix that. Because my audio is not even that loud. It's weird. Sometimes it does that, and I'm not quite sure why it does that, but it does, and it's really annoying. Sound is better now. Let me see. Again, just bear with me. It's not that good. It's still pretty rough, but whatever. You guys can hear it. So, roof of concert hall flew off while the concert was going on. Yeah, I know there were 8 people injured in that one, wasn't there? I believe. I do declare. Let me see. I just want to see if I can't fix this real quick. You guys will have to let me know. Hold on with it. Hold on with it. How about this? Let me see if that's any better. Yeah, that's better. It's still loud. I gotta fix. That's kind of on my agenda for the day, is to show what's going on. But I think it's it is what it is. But there's the weather yesterday is pretty crazy, and there's a lot of the storm chasers who were out there that were caught like right in the middle of it. I believe Raw Alerts is connected to one that I follow, but I forgot which one, where his vehicle was picked up by the tornado. His Jeep was picked up and thrown, and he ran off communications for a little bit because all the cell towers went down. And he did post a picture on his Twitter page, which shows that he is okay. He did suffer some facial injuries. He had blood on his face, and his Jeep was totaled. But Nick Sorter, there you go. But it was crazy. We have wind advisories here with it's raining all day, and they're saying that we could have wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour. So it's bad, and it's everywhere. I think Chicago had a severe storm warning yesterday that was going to impact up to 600 people. It's kind of crazy what's happening in terms of weather. Today also, you see, I gave a little forecast in the description of the video. I said today is Saturday, April 1st, with the forecast for today is high winds, rain, and a chance of whiny liberals. because there's also a bunch of trans protests that are supposedly going to take place all across the country. This is part of that whole Day of Vengeance BS that people are saying. But I know that there's like a drag brunch and a drag show story hour thing that's taking place in Ohio. So there's likely going to be live streams out of that later. I'm sure there's protests that are planning on taking place in New York and all over the place. It's going to happen everywhere. And I'm likely not going to cover it. I'll be honest, when my wife brings me lunch after that, I think I'm going to, because I got to stay open till 3 with the coffee shop. I think I'm just going to play video games, to be completely honest, and relax. And just do that. Someone said a person was attacked at a protest in Vancouver. Yeah, I saw that. That's Billboard Chris. He was attacked by a trans protester yesterday. Actually, several trans protesters yesterday, directly in front of Vancouver police officers who did nothing. They said it was mutual combat. But if you watch the video, and that video is being shared widely on social media, if you watch the video of him yesterday, it was very clear he was getting surrounded by these trans protesters until one of them clearly invaded his personal space. He pushed it back, and then that person attacked him, threw him to the ground directly in front of police, and the police did not arrest any of the trans people, saying it was mutual combat, which is crazy. And he even has an interview with the police officers after, because there was a female police officer that was laughing at the whole thing, even before it happened, the violence. And then, Alex Stein, 99, was, I guess, in New York City yesterday at another protest, and he was attacked. And that video is out as well. And again, police just stood by and watched. Now, and make no mistake that if it was a conservative protest, a counter-protester showed up and conservative protesters, chose, or if Alex Stein or the Billboard Chris chose to defend themselves, I have no doubt in my mind that they would be arrested. I even wrote that on Alex Stein's page, or I gave him a shout out on Twitter. I don't know how he does what he does every day. Like, I really don't, because just to have that many people put their hands on you and not retaliate, there's just no way. If someone put their hands on me, there's no way I wouldn't be able to retaliate against that person. They threw hot coffee at him. They one person spit on him directly in front of police, and the police still did not do anything. It's the craziest thing that so many people, like yesterday was a trans day of visibility, according to President Biden, and a lot of political people, Pete Buttigieg, who's a Secretary of Transportation of the Department of Transportation. He also put out a statement. A lot of people put out statements about the trans stuff yesterday on the day of visibility. I saw Joe Biden put out something that said trans people are made in the vision of God or something like that, which really, it doesn't make any sense, because they have to get surgery and chemically castrate themselves and all those things. And again, just for any lefty liberals that watch, I personally don't care about whether a dude wants to dress up as a female. I know a lot of my viewers have differences of opinions there. I don't care about it. I think that's something between you and God. You're going to have to deal with it when you decide what happens to you after you die. But I think a lot of the people have problems with kids being involved in this decision. A lot of people have problems with kids that are being, conned. And let's just say it what it is, conned into this type of lifestyle through social media and through other means, and then given, gender blocking or, puberty blockers, and like Lupor, I think that's one. I talked about it yesterday, because it's insane how much money a company that literally makes puberty blockers gives to the government on both sides, and gives to politicians, Republicans and Democrats. And nobody can argue that. Someone said women's sports. Yeah, that's another one that doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Obviously there's an advantage, male over female. And it's weird. My wife, when I was talking to her about it yesterday, she tried to say, okay, where do you draw the line though? Like, if you want to say there's biological differences between men and females, wouldn't that also apply to like things like aspirin, right? Because obviously I take aspirin when I get a headache. she takes the same aspirin, but we have different genetic makeups. We have different resiliencies to drugs. And and again, this is a problem when you live with the liberal, because then you sit there and go, what the fuck does that have to do with trans athletes competing in powerlifting or swimming or anything else like that? And she's like, well, no, I'm just saying, like, what, don't you have to differentiate there? And I'm like, it has no correlation to what I'm even talking about. That's how conversations go in my house. And that's why we tend not to talk too much about politics, because it doesn't do anything. Do you know what I mean? Someone, Salty Ma'am 20, said, what you do in your personal life is your business. Live how you want as long as you aren't hurting anyone, especially kids. Leave the kids alone. Yeah. I mean, you would think that that would be common sense, that would, like, and here's the thing. I also disagree with the premise that drag shows or drag queen story hours are drag shows. They're one and the same. I don't think so. Do I think there may be an aspect to indoctrination and all that? Sure. That's why I won't let my kids go there. It's weird. But I don't think it's the same thing. And I think a lot of people, especially on the right, can't differentiate between those two things. I've seen a lot of hate towards trans people in the past week. My personal belief is that trans people are just like every other weird person that you see, that you view as weird. You know what I mean? And that's the truth. It's just odd, but they're still people. They're still Americans. They still deserve the right to express themselves however they want. And with the trans mass shooting that took place on Monday, and everything else, I've seen a lot of people like that are being obnoxious about the feeling. You know what I mean? About their feeling. Vol champs, delete your comment, please, or you can be banned on, because I don't want any stupid comments like that on the chat on Facebook. So April, I don't know what Facebook page it's on, but you can handle that. Um, and again, it's just weird. We just live in a weird time, we live in a weird time, and a lot of people are so hyper focused on certain things that I don't think have any direct correlation of what's actually happening in this country, or that. I mean, fuck, I have customers. I'll be right back here. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, people. Everybody. 4 people came in. They just wanted coffee, so they got coffee. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about prior to that. Also, if you didn't know, this morning, so I've been kind of productive because I didn't want to start playing video games super early. UPS didn't come at all yesterday. 2 of the packages are showing that they're coming today, and then 2 are showing a weather delay, which I don't know why, because we don't have any weather delay. Sorry, I'm trying to put the camera back in focus. But I'm not quite sure why they haven't come. So this morning I started going through a bunch of the boxes. That's why you could see some of them are out. As I started going through a bunch to try to clean up in here and figure out what I'm going to be doing. And I ended up finding 3 boxes full of our old the Back to Blue designs, the Wake Up America logos, the really good like thick ones that we used to have. So I actually made a bundle that is just with these. So they're just a special clearance bundle. They'll have, many of you guys may remember I did the pint glasses with politically incorrect on it. We have some of those. We have some of the F. Biden shot glasses and a bunch of the t-shirts. And so yeah, we have about 14 total bundles, but they're already made. So the sizes are all we have. But if you have been wanting one of the Wake Up America ones, I know the Wake Up America t-shirts are the smalls. You're gonna guarantee to get one. The smalls are gonna have the most t-shirts in it because I have the most size. But also the 4X and 5X, we have a couple of the Wake Up America ones as well. And then we also have some of the V-neck ones as well. And one of the smalls is gonna get a zip-up hoodie because for some reason we get a lot of people that are medium, extra large, 2X, 3X. Not a lot of 4X, 5X. So the 4X and 5X are just one bundle, and they're going to come with a shit ton of shirts. Just, the smalls and the 4X are going to come with a tremendous amount of shirts. So if you're interested in getting that, you could do it. And I'll throw in an extra bag of coffee if you use PayPal checkout. I got another customer. It's raining. I don't understand it. I didn't hear the bell when he left. Oh, he didn't leave. He didn't leave. Now he's leaving. I wish I could show you guys that camera. See, now I hear the bell. I don't know if you guys can hear the bell, but people like talking. And I don't mind talking, but I was finally that guy. I'm like, I gotta go. I got a live stream going. But people are excited. There's more people today. We've had 5 people come in today so far, and it's 3 hours that we've been open. Just to put it in perspective, that's more people that we had from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we were open all days. I think maybe we're at 10 this week, which is fucking horrible. And it's free coffee. We don't charge for it. It's free. So, which is the craziest thing. But it is what it is. But yeah, like I was saying, if you guys, and I don't even know if I was saying it, right there in the chat, we have the bundles. I don't know if anybody's purchased a bundle since I've been live. Well, I think one person has. They're $65 and that includes shipping. But we have extremely limited quantities, and I've already packed them all. So, but I know the smalls and the 4X, you're pretty much guaranteed to get one of the old Wake Up America t-shirts in it. So make sure, if you can, you buy that. And to be honest, if I sell out of every bundle that I have, I'm going to buy another coffee maker, and I'm going to put the coffee maker in a local convenience store, which then will really start taking off. And then I'm just going to keep doing that every single time. So that's what you're supporting. Do I have a place for customers to sit? Yeah. I mean, I have, like I said, here, watch, I'll show you, because I have this other camera here. So when I watch the, this is the feed. When you see me looking off to the side, this is because I'm watching this TV here. So this is the front of the store here, right there. So that's what I'm watching the entire time when people come in and out, is I'm watching this camera, and I have this TV, or I have this feed coming into virtually every room here. So no matter where I am, I could see people as they come and go, and it's interesting. But yeah, it'll get busy. I have no doubt. And I think really, I think once I'm able to put additional coffee makers in different locations, I think then the name will get really big, and we'll start really doing a lot more. But right now, it is what it is. That's why if you guys want some of the old goodie bundles, it's the best way. And if you check out with PayPal, let me say that again. If you check out with PayPal, I will include a second bag of coffee for free. Because again, Shopify, so if you pay with a credit card or Shop Pay or any of that, they're doing, I don't know what they're doing. They're holding the money for like multiple days. So like all the sales from yesterday and Thursday, I still didn't get paid for yet. And I think you guys are right. Someone said it's because of the Silicon Valley Bank, because that's when they started doing it. I think that's correct. And it hurts when you need to buy more coffee and all that stuff. So if you guys do want to support it, please use PayPal. I'll give you an extra bag of random coffee, and I'll make sure they're different flavors as well, and go from there. Tim said lots of tornadoes yesterday. Yeah, we talked about it in the beginning. There were lots of tornadoes. Now the mail came in. That's the thing that pisses me off when the postal worker comes, because he could just walk into the store and put it on the counter, but instead he pushes it through the mail slot, and then now it's all over the floor in the front. So I should go pick it up. But I'll tell you what I'll do is I will put this like that, and then you'll be able to see me in that camera. Let me go get that. Oh wait, there is no mail. Well, that's probably why. There was no mail there. But here, just for added dramatic effect. There you go. Wasn't that nice? I don't even know if it showed anything. But Someone said stream on kick.com and you get most of the donations and get it quicker. I may when I start doing the video game stuff more. Because I was talking with my wife. If you missed this show yesterday, I did say some things in there that are a little bit different. But I think the name of the main YouTube channel is likely going to change again. And I'll start deleting some of the older videos. And a lot of the videos on Pure Truth Coffee are going to be deleted pretty soon. I'll try to back up as many as I can. But just because of what I'm doing, you know, for anyone that doesn't know, I'm going back to school. I decided that I want to go back to school, and I applied several weeks ago, started the process several weeks ago, and I actually just got accepted. So I figure, hey, listen, if we keep thinking all teachers are indoctrinating kids, then the way we fight back about that is becoming a teacher so we can indoctrinate kids about the right thing to do. And yep, so I'm going back to school for education and with licensure. And hopefully I'm going to start in May. So that's what I'm going to do while promoting the shit out of the coffee, trying to do all that because like the schedule works really good. And that's why I said yesterday, the live streams are pretty much going to cease. You know, I'm not going to say like, I'm not going to do live streams because that's not true. Because like I've said, I do live streams when I get bored or whatever. But the live streams are pretty much going to be more of the news, breaking news and stuff like that. However, I am going to do a full like 45-minute to an hour show, but it's going to be a podcast. It's not going to be a video because I can do it during the drive. Literally, the drive to work, I could do the first half, and the drive from work, I could do the second half and have a full show, you know, with me just ranting because that's why most people watch the show. And so that'll be as a podcast and all that. Billy Max said, start a powerlifting team if you go to a high school and be the coach. I'll be honest, the only teaching position I want is as a phys ed teacher. I'm not even joking. That's what I want to be, a gym teacher. And run the coffee company and grow the coffee company on that front. But I'll be honest, the politics side of it just sucks. It sucks talking about the same thing every single day. You know, most of you guys know that. You know, most of you guys have seen it. And to be honest, I don't want to work at nights anymore. I want to be able to hang out with my family. Last night, my wife and I watched 5 episodes of, oh God, what? I don't know. It's some stupid show on Netflix, some new series that just came out. And she and I just hung out and watched TV while the kids were doing whatever they were doing, playing video games. And it's just nice. It's nice to be able to hang out. And normally I can't do that because I'm in here doing a live stream or something like that. Plus the amount of time that it goes into preparing to do, a show at night. It's different. So someone said, have I heard of a company called Amplify? No. So essentially during the day, we're going to have the coffee shop. I'll fulfill coffee orders. You're going to see a lot more ads on Facebook and Google for the coffee company, and I'm going to start doing that. Locals, PJ said, what's going to happen with the local subs? Nothing. You're going to have way more content. So if I do video, like a video Rational American episode, it's going to be on Locals and Rumble exclusively for those. And April has been writing a lot. I'm going to start writing more. The podcast, pretty much everything that we do in terms of the news side, like shows or podcast or political commentary, is going to be hosted on the Locals. So you don't have to worry about that because we're going to keep ramping that up. We're going to, and just the only thing I'm not going to be doing as much is doing the big, 2-hour, 3-hour live streams. I'm not going to do that. I'm still going to upload videos like crazy every single day. I'm just going to try to relax. You know what I mean? Relax a little bit, give out coffee. I need to get coffee makers into different locations. Once they're in different locations, I can't be doing a 4-hour live stream because I should be restocking and that kind of stuff. So, but someone said, Steve, being a gym teacher, making coffee, ranting like a maniac, guess I wasn't done. The tornado that hit Whiteland, Indiana, that cell came right over me at midnight. Power went out for 2 seconds right at midnight. It was wild. Yeah. I don't know what you're trying to say, Ryan Campbell. Are you calling me a maniac, bro? I don't know. But, yeah. So I'm just going to do more fun stuff for me. Like, there's going to be more video games because I like them. but those will probably be on Twitch, and maybe I'll sign up for Kick and just do that on Twitch and Kick. You know what I mean? And then all the short form videos I'm going to release first on Rumble, and they'll be on Rumble an hour before they're Rumble and Rational American, and then I'll put them out on YouTube after, so it gets monetized and all that stuff. But it just allows, and any breaking news, obviously, I'm still going to cover live. But that is the plan, you know. And if I want to go live one day, I'll go live one day. If I don't want to, I won't, you know. But I want to spend the evenings and the afternoons and all that stuff for me, and spending it with my family and all that. It was really nice, you know. Someone said, you have to look at my Rob Schneider joke early. Yeah, I don't know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know what your joke is either. But that's cool. I appreciate you and your jokingness. Oh, someone bought 2 bundles. Hell yeah. Or what do we have? 3 bundles sold? 4 bundles sold. Hopefully you guys are all using PayPal and getting extra bags of coffee. Yeah, some of you are. So that's awesome. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. Yeah, I think all of you did. That's awesome. Because I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, everybody's using PayPal because you want that extra coffee. And I'll make sure they're different bags. So thank you, Susie. News to share showing a protest. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for, to be honest. I knew he was going to do it, but I didn't know when it was going to be. This is that trans brunch protest. The trans brunch, and this is in Ohio. And I don't know if anybody else is out there live streaming. Uh-oh, what happened? I don't know if anybody else is out there. Someone said, Steve, just thought maybe one day a week, do like Crowder doesn't go to Rumble for the last hour so we could talk about the stuff we can't talk here. Yeah. I mean, I don't think my live streams are going to be hosted on YouTube. I think I'll host them on Rumble. Rumble is more, free to do it. If I do, well, again, I'm not going to do live streams as much as I do now. Like every day I go live multiple times a day. I'm not going to be doing them like that anymore. I have no interest in doing it like that anymore. To be honest, it doesn't pay enough for me to do it. Because think about it. If I'm spending 2 hours preparing for a show and then doing a show for an hour, that's 3 hours I lost of fulfilling orders or from, making new products or just, growing that side of it or just producing better content. You know what I mean? Better short form videos and stuff like that. So someone said, I don't have any Wake Up t-shirts. Again, the Wake Up America t-shirts are mostly in the small. If you order a small, you're going to get a Wake Up America t-shirt. And if you order a 4X or 5X, you're likely going to get one. The other ones, I don't remember. I think medium, I have one. One of the smalls is going to get a hoodie as well. And a bunch of other stuff. So if you, it's a zip up hoodie, but if you want to order those and if it says out of stock, it means we're out of stock and we don't have it. So, anyone see the picture of the grand jury that indicted Trump? No, that's probably not true either, because the grand jury, I believe it's a secret grand jury, so they're not going to have a photo of it. There may be, I don't know, but Andrew Tate has been released, yes. Someone said 2 times a week live, then 2 podcasts a week. Yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of, it's what I choose to do, and I'm not setting myself to a schedule. I've made the mistake of doing that before. I thought that was Quincy there for a second, but it's definitely not. So this is the live from News to Shares protest. I'm not going to show it too much, but there's not a lot of people. It's more, there's a lot of counter protest, or there's a lot of actual, like the Antifa or the people that are dressed in black for the trans thing. They're out there today. I just don't want to. I'm kind of over talking about the whole trans thing. I feel like that's one of the reasons why it's so prevalent now, is because we are making it our talking points. We are talking about it consistently and constantly over and over and over. And this isn't the only one. Today, this is like a drag queen brunch thing that's currently taking place. And then later on today, there's going to be a drag queen story hour. And then I guess they're saying the Proud Boys might possibly protest that one, But Yeah. But so I'm kind of like, I'm not going to show it, much. I'll probably watch it on the back end, but I also don't want to promote, you know, hate or anything like that either. You know what I mean? Because again, my personal belief is that a person has the right uh, to express themselves in ways, as long as it doesn't involve children. You know what I mean? A drag queen brunch, I don't know what that has to do with children unless it's children present. But then again, you have to ask yourself: is it a drag queen like burlesque type show, or is it the drag queen like MAGA, whatever her name is? Or his name is the dude that dresses up like a Cinderella or something, which is still fucking weird. Okay, I'm not pretending like it's not weird. Still is weird. The whole thing is damn weird. It doesn't make any damn sense. I'll be honest, but but I don't know what these are, and I don't like sharing things out of context. And I don't want to. I don't want to talk about any of this stuff. Someone asked me where it's in Chardon, Ohio. Chardon, Ohio is where it is. Lady Maga, yeah, that's who I'm talking about. That calls herself a Trump supporter, but then goes and dresses that way and does that. I don't think it's normal. I think I've been pretty honest and forthright about that, but I also believe people have the right to express themselves. I believe that's the American way. As much as we may not understand it or agree with it, we must be accepting of it unless it affects children. And then once it affects children, you got to go. But keep in mind, the drag queen story hour and all that stuff is quite a bit different than all this whole transgender shit that you're seeing with the puberty blockers and all that, because a lot of the people that are out there doing the drag queen thing, they're not aligned with that kind of radical ideology and all that stuff as well. So I don't know. It's fucking weird. It's weird. The post office is here. Hold on. Talkie. That was a postal worker. The postal worker wanted some free coffee. So that's six cups today. It's not that bad. But I keep telling everybody, I'm like, just scan the damn code. You probably have no need for body armor, but scan the code because that's what helps. That's what it sees. Yeah. So there's a lot of Antifa at this rally, as you can see. There's a lot of Antifa all dressed in black, which is crazy because I don't know how big this town is, Chardon, Ohio. Let's see how big this town is. Chardon, Ohio. It's a small town. Population 5,200 people. 5,250 people in this small ass town. 5,200 people. And they're having a drag queen protest and drag queen show. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Like you can understand in like a city or something like that, but and I don't understand it. Why in the small towns? Do you know what I mean? Why in the small towns? I guess I'm not supposed to understand it. It's not supposed to make sense to me. But damn, bro. Shout out to Amanda. You ordered a 3X special clearance bundle. And you use PayPal as well. Thank you. Steve, you gotta write "be back soon" on the back of your chair, right? I should just make a placeholder that I can like tap when I have to run out there. But I mean, at any rate, because I was thinking about showing the protests, and actually, when I started the live stream, that was my intention, was to show these protests. But as I was, talking about it, as I was getting ready to, I don't want to. I don't want to highlight them. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to give them any visibility, even the counter protests. I don't want to do it. I really don't. Because I don't think it does anything. I think that's one of the reasons why so many people are aware of this whole thing. That's why so many people on the left are using this to promote that, white people are racist or whatever the hell narrative they're trying to promote. I don't even know what narrative they're trying to promote now. Like people, were just holding a sign saying fascist this or something like that. Doesn't really make a whole hell of a lot of sense. They're all a bunch of nutty bags. Nutty bags. And then you have the people that are going out there and protesting, saying that they're just against the, homosexuality, right? Which again, I don't give two shits about. It doesn't concern me. It doesn't affect me. Never did. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. I don't understand it because I feel like sometimes we make things worse. And guys, and I'll be honest, like you see this dude here, to me, you are not a conservative if you hide your fucking face. Like this dude here, he's hiding his face in this place. He's wearing a mask. You're not a conservative. If you want to go out there and counter protest these groups of people, that's fine. Do it proudly. Stand up for what you believe in. If you got to hide your face behind a mask, dude, that's not patriotic. That's not brave. That's not anything, And that's my opinion. And I know a lot of people disagree with that aspect too, but I don't believe in hiding your face. If you're going to go out there and you're going to protest and you're going to, stand up for what you believe in, show your face. Be proud of it. Proud of what you're doing. But then again, it is what it is. People are driving by, waving and doing all that stuff. And there's likely going to be more. And I guess like I said, tonight this is a drag queen brunch that people are protesting. And then later on, there's a drag queen story hour. And I guess the Proud Boys have advertised on social media that they're going to protest that event. They're going to go out there and protest that event. And again, I mean, there's a difference because I've often said a drag queen story hour is not a drag show, but then there's a video of the other day of a drag queen story hour that the dude that was reading a book or giving a speech or whatever that was dressed as a female had his shit exposed to children. Like, so if that's not, so I'm almost at the point where saying that should also be 18 up as well. Like I think drag shows should be 18 up, and then I think the conversation's done. I don't think we would have counter protests outside of these events if they were all limited to 18 and up. I really don't. But I mean, there's this whole group of counter protesters. They're all dressed in black bloc. They're all Antifa people. That's all they are. I don't know, man. It's just sad. It's sad. But again, if you guys want a chance to order one of our surplus, is basic. I'll give the story again. This morning I was walking, or I was trying to clean out some stuff, right? Because I was sitting in here. I don't have the stuff to finish making the coffee bundles, or even the ammo cans to finish making the ammo can bundles. So I'm just kind of sitting here. I decided to try to straighten up a little bit. I found 3 totes that have a bunch of old shirts in them, including our Back to Blue shirts. Some are still in the original packaging. So all the small bundles and all of the most of the 4X and 5X bundles, because the 4X and 5X are together. So you may get some 4X, you may get some 5X stuff in those bundles. But those bundles all have most of them have some of the old Wake Up America designs, the version 1 and 2, the Back to Blue, the Wake Up America where it had thin blue lines. Look, there's people on the roof. That is kind of interesting. See, there's people on the roof. Are those cops? Yeah, they kind of look like cops up there. They kind of look like cops. And obviously there's a ton of cops behind these people too. But there's people up on the roof. But if you guys want to buy one of these bundles, they're already pre-made, so the numbers that we have available are the only ones we have. If you get a small, you're going to get a lot of t-shirts. You order a 4X or 5X, you're going to get a lot of t-shirts. One of the smalls has a zip-up hoodie. And yeah, they'll have about everything. And if you use PayPal when you check out, here's the thing, like a lot of people may not want smalls, but if you like the design, you can literally put the design in a little thing and hang it up on your wall. You know what I mean? And I've had people that do that because they've sent me photos of it and said, "Oh, Steve, you accidentally sent me a small." So look, or I had one lady make a pillow. She made a pillow out of one of the Back to Blue shirts. So basically on the front end, it said Wake Up America. On the back end, it had the second version on the pillow, which was kind of cool. But yeah, they custom made that. I mean, you guys are creative. But you can do that with the smalls. Like there's the old PT News Network, hashtag CNN sucks. We got some of those out there. And like I said, if you use PayPal when you check out, I'll include 2 bags of coffee instead of just 1. So someone said every other Saturday in the churches in my town gather to help people clear a field, plow a garden, prepare to open a business. That isn't on the news because it's conservative values. That's pretty cool. A lot of people, they do that here a lot. Like the police department here and the county police department, they do a really good job working with the community, and they always post it on social media. They're like, our residents are the most important people, and it showed a bunch of police officers that went to an elderly woman's home and just like hung out, or there was someone whose bike got damaged. I guess a car accidentally rolled over a bike, so the police all came together and bought him a bike. Like really just nice stuff like that. And I wish more people did things like that because, we just need it. My wife last night, oh God, she said something about me giving away money. Oh, because we were talking about the bunny. So I guess we're going to be giving our bunny away because my wife has kind of won the argument that it's not fair for our bunny to be locked in a tiny little bunny pen for the majority of the day. She just doesn't think it's fair. The bunny is so sweet and likes to be pet and all that stuff. It likes to hang around. And so my wife has kind of come up with the decision that we should give the bunny away. So she's part of it's one of those long-haired bunnies, whatever the hell that's called. I forgot, Angora or something like that. So she's in all these groups that have like all these Angora bunny owner people. So she's trying to find one. There's one in Pennsylvania that was talking to my wife, but they wanted us to drive halfway and meet them to give them the bunny. So I told my wife we're not doing that. I'm not driving anywhere. If we're giving away a bunny and all the cage and literally all the food, hay, everything we had, I'm not driving anywhere. If they want to come get the bunny, they can come get it. But we're also treating it like they're adopting an animal, So we're asking them about other bunnies that they have, And I always thought 2 female bunnies won't get along, but my wife has it in her head because our 2 female bunnies, when we had 2, they hated each other and they tried to kill each other. But this lady's got an Angora bunny as well, so she's like, "Oh, they'll be best friends," and I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know." Patriot Operator said, "Aren't there 2 predators in Steve's school district?" No, there were. They're not there anymore, and neither of them would drag people. No, one of them was a 7th grade gym teacher, a female that had a relationship with a 12-year-old, and the other one was I don't. It didn't say how old he was. He was a teacher's aide in the high school, and he had a consensual. Which I hate how the media said that. They said it was a consensual relationship. You can't be it can't be consensual if it's with children. You know what I mean? So, but they said that. Someone else is here. I'll be right back. How you doing? 7. 7 cups of coffee. Fuck, man. You know why it takes so long? It's because I start talking about it. Because we're giving away Frank 01 today. So everyone's like, what's with the name? So then I have to go into the story of the Chinese spy balloons and this and that. And then they're like, oh, what about this and this and this? And I'm like, oh, like, finally this guy. I'm like, I'm live showing a fucking protest right now. I gotta go. But it's crazy. This whole thing is cry, as the kids say. It's very, very weird times we live in, boys and girls. Very, very weird times we live in. I think we have a couple more of these bundles. Let me see what sizes we have available. Because, again, and if you're creative, you can make pillows and stuff out of it. Let me see. So this special clearance bundle, it has, let me go. So we still have 2 smalls. No, this can't be right. I guess so. I guess we haven't. So that's 1, 2, 4, 5. This must not be update. Whatever. I know we have smalls. Plenty of smalls. So if you want to make pillows or something, you can go do that. Oh, man. Do you sell shirts in your store, Steve? No, not. I mean, we don't really have anything in the store, to be honest. We've got coffee. So we've got bad coffee in the front, but we're out of like our big sellers, like the blueberry cobbler, the maga mocha, awake not woke. I think we're out now. Victory or death. We're out. We're out of most of our coffee. And to be honest, I have coffee, but I can't package it. Sorry, I felt like I was gonna sneeze. I can't package any coffee because I'm out of coffee bags. All of the very important things that I need in order to do my job, in order to get the coffee bags out, in order to get the 5 patriotic as F ammo can bundles out, in order to get some of the flavored coffee out. I'm missing the crucial component, and it's not the main component, but it's the crucial component, which means I can't send it out. The interstate must be shut down because there's a lot of trucks driving by. I can only assume the interstate is shut down. I'm curious. Let me look. Because I just saw a tractor trailer carrying a Target thing here, and I know light traffic in the area, it says. Oh, so maybe not. Or it's just not reflecting on Google. I don't know. Because we don't have a Target anywhere close to us. So why that truck would be diverted off the highway. Someone said, isn't there supposed to be a protest in D.C.? I do believe so. I do believe there's supposed to be a protest in D.C. As well. Because they put up barriers and stuff like that around the Capitol, I think, yesterday. But not big ones. The short little barriers are what they put up. What else? Becky said, you may not be a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe it is so people... I don't know what you're talking about. Your comments are too long. I can't read them. Where is my wife? She's supposed to be... She's probably sitting in whatever traffic this is. I should have probably called her and said there's traffic, but I didn't really even notice that there was traffic until today. Someone said, I heard Chan's Day of... You heard... Someone said, wow, this show is just one big infomercial with some news here and there. Yeah, well, fuck off. Goodbye, Rocky Dog 60. Don't worry, I already got him. Yeah, I mean, we promote our coffee business because otherwise we'd be doing what everybody else does and promoting other businesses. I like to promote our company and watch it go and watch it do well because I know that once you try the coffee, you're hooked for life. But, yeah. I swear, I was just watching this thing. I was like, wow, that looks like my wife, but it's not. Someone said to hang a few MAGA shirts in the store and figure out your customers. That's not what it's about. My customers are not just MAGA customers. They shouldn't be. I mean, granted, we are politically leaning to the right, but our customers should not be MAGA customers only. It should be people that like coffee. That's why, like, our coffee flavors, outside of the MAGA mocha, they're all pretty straightforward, They're all pretty straightforward. Someone said, I heard pissed off nurse is still waiting for a email reply from Steve. Yeah, dude, I have no interest in doing a Zoom call with someone outside of this. If that's what the email that you're waiting for, you want to have a Zoom call just to shoot the shit. I literally do a show to do that. I don't have any spare moments of my day to do a Zoom call with someone. If you have like something you wanted to talk about and it's worth me talking about it, then I'd talk about it. But when I asked you what you wanted to do a Zoom call for, you literally just said, I want to do a Zoom call about just to talk, because I feel like I know you. And I'm like, okay. And I appreciate that and I appreciate the support, but I can't do that. I don't have time. I'm too darn busy all the time. You know what I mean? Plus, that's literally what I'm doing now. And I'm not trying to call you out, buddy. I really am not trying to call you out. And I know you're gonna send me an email and pretend like I am, but that's not my intention. I don't do that. Hell, April, when is see? And then you said, dude, whatever, I'm done. See you, bud. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. You come in the chat, you sent me an email and say you want to have a Zoom call to shoot the shit. I say I don't reply because I'm not gonna have a Zoom call. Look at Patriot Front, these fucking losers. I'm not gonna do a Zoom call to talk the shit because I literally do it already. I do it for a living. I'm not trying to be mean. I wasn't trying to be mean about it. But then you try to call out and say you're still waiting for a reply, which gives the inference that you're expecting me to reply again and say what I just said live. I don't understand. I don't understand. Did I say something wrong there? Everybody that watches typically on YouTube, was I out of line there? This is Patriot Front. They are apparently getting ready to protest this thing. It's amazing that they show up everywhere. It really is. That is Patriot Front. The feed's not working really well, but Patriot Front has showed up. They don't even do anything. That's the craziest thing too. People never, confront them. They always act like they're big toughies, but I guarantee they would run away like crazy. All right. So most of you guys on YouTube believe that I was in the right about that. I mean, look at some of our April, have you and I ever had a Zoom call? April, who has been working with me for 2 freaking years or over 2 years now. April, have we ever had a Zoom call? Just doesn't happen. I don't have time to do that. I wasn't trying to be mean. I could infer that it's a little weird. This is what they do every time. They come out here, they do this, they do a photo op, they try to zoom in on people's faces, they stand there like a bunch of morons. And then they go away. Jeff said you're doing a Zoom call right now with 55 folks on Facebook. Actually, no, I'm doing a Zoom call right now on social media to 364 people across all platforms. I had someone else ask me for a Zoom call yesterday, a business meeting for a Zoom call, and I still said no. Why? Because I'm not doing it. I just don't do it. Someone said, good to know you're going back to school, but I'd still be able to get my coffee, and my daughter is going to start ordering the blue cobbler. She tried it and loved it. Yeah, you'll still be able to order it. You'll still be able to enjoy it. And to be honest, the ordering and everything will just get better. Ethel said, Steve is a happily married man. He should not be shooting poop with other women. Yeah, the nurse is not a woman. It's a dude. Yeah, it was a dude that wanted to have a one-on-one Zoom call with me to shoot the shit. I'm not, wouldn't do it, bro. It's just not my thing. And I didn't mean to call you out, but you literally said you're still waiting on me to reply. I said, my message to you was, what do you want to have a Zoom call about? I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I really wasn't trying to. And I know he's probably still here steaming. That wasn't my intention to be rude. You wanted to publicly say I'm not replying to your email. Well, I will publicly say that you were trying to have an intimate Zoom call with me to talk about random stuff. I'll be honest, dude, think about it. Think about the message you sent to me and imagine sending that to somebody else and how you wouldn't sit there and go, what the fuck? Like if someone else randomly sent that message to you, you'd be like, this is weird, bro. And that's the way I took it. I'll be honest. That's the way I took your that's the way I took your message. I was creeped out by it, to be honest. And I tried to not do that and say that, but it is what it is. So Patriot Front is still out there. They're trying to hand out stuff. You know, there's not going to be anything. There are Antifa protesters there, but there's a shit ton of cops. There's cops behind the protesters on both sides. There's cops on the roof. There's a shit ton of cops on the patriotic side. So, I mean, this is currently what's taking place in Chardon, Ohio. Chardon, Ohio. Chardon, Ohio. Fucking A, bro. See, this is one of the reasons why I just want to be fucking done doing these live streams. Someone said Zoom request extremely weird. Yeah, it was odd. Patriot Operator said, I use Microsoft Teams myself. I don't use Zoom. Any software where they have they, them pronouns in the selector, no, it's wrong. I'm not going to be using it. Officers are making that overtime. Yeah, they are. So again, this protest is live. If you guys want to order one of the few bundles that we have left, do it now. I'm not quite sure what size we have. I'll refresh the page. So we have small left. We have the small V-necks left. We have a medium. We're out of large. We're out of extra large. We're out of 2X. We're out of 3X. And we have 4 and 5X, which come together in a bundle. So even if you order a small, make pillows out of it, make posters, whatever. It just helps me. And if you want to do that, the link right there is in the chat. Please use PayPal when you check out. You'll get an extra bag of coffee. If you want to watch the feed that I was showing, this one here, this is News to Share on YouTube. News, the number 2, share on YouTube, all one word. You can go over there. What the fuck? Is this the same guy? If you want to watch that, I'll probably have that up for a little bit. I'm waiting for my wife and kids to get here with food, and then I'm likely gonna play Counter-Strike, and I will stream it to Twitch. But pretty much the whole time
I'm going to be talking in this voice.
So, and I may start doing
some news broadcasts in this
voice like I originally thought. And that's it. But I appreciate all you guys from hanging out, and yeah. I don't do Zoom calls. I should make a shirt and say, I don't do Zoom calls. I don't do hugs. No hugs given. No Zoom calls given. Whatever. Whatever. Someone said, well said, April. Okay. Let me see what April's comment is for the well said. I don't see April's comment. I am Gen X. Zoom calls are not the norm. No, they're not. Now it's the Facebook Messenger, right? I told my wife, I said, if I could delete my personal Facebook, because every day people try to like come into my personal Facebook is locked the fuck up. But someone said, Steve, bro, let's play GTA 5 online. What I would like to do is I would like to play the game. I don't know what game it is. Maybe it's GTA, where they drive the cars around to the police cars and they enact like that. I want to get a steering wheel and do that. But I probably will start playing the video games more because it is very relaxing. I played yesterday for like just one round. Dude, I kicked ass. I had fun. I was doing this
voice the whole entire time that I was playing.
And just trolling all these kids. And there was someone that was green and he sucked. And so I kept being like, I can't hear myself, but I kept being like,
hey, green.
And then he'd be like, what? And I'd be like, fuck you.
It was just goofy to me. And so I like doing that kind of stuff. And I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that's why I'll probably
set it up on Kick, and I'll probably go live on Twitch and do those more on those platforms. GTA does that, someone said. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for being here, and I will see you the next time I see you, unless you come on, follow me on Twitch, and then I'll see you in a couple hours. All right. I may even play from my house, especially if we get rid of the bunny, because I told my wife I'm putting a desk there so I could put a computer there and play. All right, but I'll see you guys later. Again, pissed off nurse. I'm sorry that you're pissed off about my response to your not wanting to have a Zoom call with you. I apologize, but I don't want to have a Zoom call. All right. All right. Bye.